Do people learn better with punishment or rewards? Learning is one of the most fundamental processes in human life. From learning to walk in childhood to developing a skill in adulthood, every step is shaped by specific motivational sources. Chief among these motivations are two powerful methods: reward and punishment. So, which method do people really learn best with? The answer to this question is an important question that has been researched for many years in both psychology and neuroscience. First, let's look at how the reward system works. When we receive a reward, our brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical that enhances both the feeling of pleasure and the "I must repeat this behaviour" signal. Therefore, reward is a motivator that directly supports learning. A student's happiness when they receive a high grade, an employee's performance when they are recognised, or a child's repeating the same behaviour when praised for good behaviour, are all results of this mechanism. Reward is not merely an external reward. Often, feeling successful, seeing progress, or being satisfied with their work activates the dopamine system as an internal reward. This makes learning both more lasting and more enjoyable. What about punishment? The punishment system activates completely different areas of the brain. When we receive punishment, the threat system is activated. Stress hormones, especially cortisol, are released. When stress is short-lived, a person's attention can be focused on a single point, so punishment can quickly stop the behaviour in some cases. For example, punishment can be effective when a dangerous behaviour needs to be stopped immediately. However, the long-term effects of punishment on the learning process are much more complex. Research shows that punishment only encourages an individual to avoid undesirable behaviours, but it doesn't teach what the correct behaviour is. Therefore, punishment is a poor method for acquiring knowledge or skills. Those who are punished often develop a fear of making mistakes. This reduces creativity, undermines self-confidence, and reduces a person's desire to try new things. The excessive use of punishment in educational settings can lead students to view learning as a threat. Hundreds of studies in psychology show that positive reinforcement, or rewards, is the most effective method for supporting learning. Reward-centred approaches are particularly powerful in promoting the retention of behaviours and strengthening an individual's intrinsic motivation. Of course, this doesn't mean that punishment is completely ineffective. Punishment can be beneficial when used briefly and carefully to stop misbehaviour. However, using punishment alone as a teaching tool is both ineffective and potentially harmful. Ultimately, people learn better with rewards because rewards make learning enjoyable, generate positive emotions, and powerfully activate the brain's learning centres. Punishment, on the other hand, can suppress behaviour but does not deepen learning. The most effective training and development methods are based on rewards, incentives, positive feedback, and strategies that strengthen the individual's own intrinsic motivation.